Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
After a year-long break, we're back. This is the Sports Quarter, and I'm Brinkley, and this is my co-host, Noah. Here's some background info if this is your first time watching our show. The Sports Quarter is produced by the Advanced Sports Broadcasting class, and it's recorded right here at the University of Central Missouri. Welcome to the third season. We're all happy to return with all new content.
Like Brinkley mentioned, we've been a long break between episodes of this show. The COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of us in one way or another. UCM was no exception. Once students were let out for spring break last March, the university shifted the rest of the semester online without access to our studio. Our second season was cut short, but we plan on bringing you 3 more episodes.
The Division II basketball tournaments recently came to a close, and it's only appropriate to talk about the Jennies basketball team and their run to the Final Four this season. We spoke with coaches David Slifer and Mike Nicholson to recap their road to the Central Regional Championship.
Well, we were honored and thrilled to be able to host the 2021 Central Region. St. Cloud game was, we weren't exceptionally great. Brooke did not score, and she struggled with it. And you know what? When you have 7 freshmen, sometimes they're going to struggle. And it wasn't the same player that came back for the next 2 games because she was exceptional.
And that'll do it. Jennies are going to get the win here tonight, 66-52. Jennies will play tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Fort Hays is always a tough game for us because they don't beat themselves. They don't turn it over. They make you take tough shots. They keep you off the offensive glass pretty well. And we knew that it was going to be a tough game. And there's a lot of similarities between 2018 when we made our run to the national title and this year. And a couple of them are is we played Fort Hays in the semifinals of the region tournament in 18, and that was the closest game we had on our trek to it. The other thing that was very similar was Kayana Lee was hurt before the regional. She didn't practice, wasn't sure she was going to play, and then obviously she played very well during both the regional and the Elite 8. Nyjah Collier on Sunday night, her knee was injured. She had some swelling, didn't practice all week, came in and played very, very well during the regional.
Gets it to Hobbs. They just stay away from her. She launches a 3. It's no good. Ball game's over. And the Jennies knock off the Tigers of Fort Hays State. And the Jennies will advance to the Sweet 16 Monday night to take on the winner of the Nebraska Kearney Lopers and the Bulldogs of Minnesota Duluth. What a win for the Jennies here tonight over the Tigers of Fort Hays State.
Well, we played Kearney, and Kearney's an exceptional team. They're long, they're physical. To be honest, they gave us our worst defeat, and that was at home, and we were 7-0, I believe, at the time, and they handled us inside. This game was somewhat similar in that Brooke Carlson, we had no answer for her early. We finally started putting the ball in the hole, so we ended up getting it tied up at halftime. At the end of the game, I thought Olivia made a play or 2, which was a difference in the game. And she, the kids all made fun of her because one of the things we love to do is when we get the ball close to the rim, we like to use a shot fake. And for some reason, Olivia just tries to out-quick everybody and has done a good job with it. But under 2 minutes left, she drove, made a shot fake, the defender got out of the way, and she knocked down a layup. And so the kids were all just laughing the next day that finally, Olivia, you made a shot fake and you made a play. So I thought that Gigi and Vanny were both super all tournament long. They're just solid kids. They're not going to put up big numbers, but they know how to defend. They know how to get the ball to the open people, and I thought they were very good.
The Jennies have punched their ticket to the Elite 8 with 7 freshmen, 3 seniors. Unbelievable. What a game. 67-57. The Jennies are going dancing in Columbus, Ohio. And they're going to cut down some nets and pack their bags. You can hear the Jennies cheering. They have that trophy.
Oh, it's great to see the kids rewarded for all their hard work with all the community here and the fans, and Central Missouri allowing the 20 to 25%. It was neat for them to kind of play in front of a juiced arena and then go up there and all be cheered as they're cutting down the net. So to see the players do that's always a wonderful feeling.
There's nothing like getting on top of the ladder and cutting it down, because it's a season, a long season. Even though it was shortened this year, it's still a long season. We withstood COVID, we withstood a lot of things, and those kids made plays when they had to.
Our crew had the privilege of broadcasting all of those regional games. Congratulations to the Jennies on that exciting run, and good luck next season. Now, this is a good place to pause for a quick commercial, but stay tuned. After the break, we've got plenty more here at the Sports Quarter.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in audio will enhance your skill set for work in radio, television, film, and beyond. Our faculty members bring real-world experience to the classroom, and students can showcase their work on UCM Radio The Beat, as well as in film projects and live events. For more information on this or other concentrations within the digital media production program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in digital journalism will develop your skill set for work in multimedia outlets, including print, online, and broadcast. Our faculty members bring real-world experience to the classroom, and students can showcase their work online at digitalberg.com and in the student-led newspaper, The Muleskinner. For more information on this or other concentrations within the digital media production program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
Welcome back to the Season 3 premiere of the Sports Quarter. We have plenty more for you to see, but in the meantime, tweet us at UCM SportsQ and tell us what you think so far. Let's dive into some of the sports headlines that we've been trending lately. It's official, the NFL will be shifting into a 17-game regular season schedule starting this year. This would add one more game to the schedule, which doesn't seem that major, but take into account that it's been 43 years since the NFL has added a game. This was a highly debated issue among players last year, and when it came down to a vote on the new collective bargaining agreement, it passed by just 60 votes. So who would each team play in that added week? The league has stated that it would be a team from the opposite conference, and according to their formula, the Chiefs would play a home game against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Noah, what do you think about adding one more game?
Honestly, I've never been a big fan of adding the 17-game season since they've started talking about it over a few years ago. But, honestly, it's not – I don't think it's worth it. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, especially adding another regular season game and then, getting rid of a preseason game, because preseason is big, especially for the coaching staff, and because you got to figure out who's going to be in there for the regular season, who's not, and I think the preseason is a lot more important than people make it out to be. But anyway, how's your March Madness bracket looking now that we've reached the Final Four? If you're like me, it's not looking good. There have been plenty of upsets, and that includes the 11th seeded UCLA Bruins edging out a victory over the number 1 seeded Michigan Wolverines. It's been an incredible run for UCLA, and they'll face the Gonzaga Bulldogs, another number 1 seeded team, for a chance to play for the national championship. The Final Four matchups should be fun to watch, and we'll be making some game picks on those show later today.
The Major League Baseball season opens today, April Fool's Day. The MLB season was shortened to 60 games last year in response to the COVID pandemic, as cardboard cutouts of fans occupied empty seats across the league. This season will look a little different as the MLB tries to return to a normal 162-game schedule. Limited fan capacity of roughly 25% will be allowed at 29 of the stadiums, with just the Texas Rangers allowing full capacity at their games this year. We'll be keeping a close eye on how smoothly their season goes.
Well, that catches you up on some of the trending sports news, which means that we've reached the halfway point. We'll stop here and step aside for a short commercial break. Stay with us. We've got much more headed your way.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in live studio and remote will enhance your knowledge in multi-camera studio shows as well as multi-camera live event productions. Our professors bring real-world experience into the classroom, and students can showcase their work through different media outlets including live streaming, UCM CTV, and digitalberg.com. For more information on this or other concentrations, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in digital cinema will prepare you for all aspects of film production such as screenwriting, editing, cinematography, and motion graphics. Our faculty members bring real-world experience to the classroom, and students can showcase their work in film festivals, UCM CTV, and digitalberg.com. For more information on this or other concentrations within the digital media production program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
Welcome back to the Sports Quarter. I'm Noah, and this is Brinkley. In this next segment, some Sports Quarter crew members joined me as we wanted to test the sports knowledge of students here at UCM. Hopefully, you enjoy watching this as much as we did putting it together. Oh, didn't see you there. My name is Noah Lampson, and today we're going to be going to the UCM Elliott Student Union to talk about some sports. Let's go. All right, gentlemen, we got just a few questions here for you. They're going to really stoop you, and I'm really ready to see if you guys can answer them correctly, collectively. So, first question. How many miles are in the Daytona 500?
500. Gotta be 500.
500?
That is correct.
The Daytona 500? Is it 500? I don't know. 25.
25 miles? That's close enough, close enough.
What is the Daytona 500? It's a running race?
I don't know, like 10?
10 miles? 10 miles. Is that your final answer?
I guess, yeah.
It's like a NASCAR race. So how many miles are in the Daytona 500?
500.
There you go. Good job. In golf, what is an albatross?
An albatross. Is that like when you lose the ball in like the out of the court thing?
Close enough. Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that 3 below par?
Very nice. See, even I had to look that one up. I'm not much of a golfer myself, as you can see.
Something weird that happens in golf. I know, basically judging by the name. That's my final answer.
That's your final answer? Okay.
I don't know.
Take your wildest guess.
When you hit it over the water.
Not quite. So an albatross is a 3 under par or a double eagle.
I don't even know what that means.
Me neither. So, I mean, your guess was probably just as good as mine. I didn't know what an albatross was until my cameraman Borelli told me all about it. So, okay, easy one, next one. What football team plays in the city of Cincinnati?
Oh my God. Oh. Man. Oh, Bengal.
The Bengals. What bird can be found in both Missouri and Arizona?
Bird. Ostrich?
Yep.
Shoot. Goose? They're everywhere. I feel like you could find that in Arizona and Missouri, probably.
Not quite.
The cardinal.
Nice. There you go. I mean, I would, with the hat, I would certainly hope that you would know that. Okay. This is our hardest question of the day, and no one seems to know it, and I'm really hoping that you do. What sport did Big Tommy Lazzuto play in his career?
Is that even a real person?
Big Tommy Lazzuto. Oh, wow. Rugby?
I don't know who that is.
If you had to take a wild guess on who Big Tommy Lazzuto is, who is it?
Boxing?
Boxing, yeah. He was a big boxer back in the day. Now, what era did he box in? Like 70s, 80s, 90s, thousands? You tell me.
I want to go with like the 20s. I don't know. That name sounds like something in the 20s, but I don't know. Is it?
How did you know?
That was right?
Yeah, he boxed back in the 1920s. For real? I'm for real.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking like, you sound like you play rugby.
Yeah, he's a big-time rugby player. 5-time national champion in rugby.
Oh, yeah, rugby or soccer. I know a little something.
You know a little something.
For sure.
Well, that's about all the time we got for you today, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed. Meanwhile, I got to get back to the studio because, well, I am the host of this show, or co-host with my co-host Brinkley, you know. Well, I guess I'll catch y'all later. Peace out. See you in just a second. Whew.
Noah has joined us back in the studio with perfect timing and a quick change.
I don't know how I
Well,
did that.
while he settles back in, we're going to take our next commercial break. We'll be right back with some game picks and a pig competition.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in audio will enhance your skill set for work in radio, television, film, and beyond. Our faculty members bring real-world experience to the classroom, and students can showcase their work on UCM Radio The Beat, as well as in film projects and live events. For more information on this or other concentrations within the digital media production program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in sports communication will enhance your knowledge in multi-camera live sports productions, in addition to writing for sports media. Our faculty members bring real-world experience to the classroom, and students can showcase their work through different media outlets, including live streaming under the MIAA network, UCM CTV, and digitalberg.com. For more information on this, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
Most of us have played a game of pig at some point in our lives, and in our pre-production meetings for this episode, the idea of having two UCM athletes go head-to-head in a game of pig was brought up. We didn't want two basketball players because that would make the game too easy. Instead, we had two UCM golfers show off what basketball skills they had. Let's take a look.
We'll pull up brick. We'll just do a little one dribble pull up. Ooh, that's why I play golf. Money. Something tells me I doubt that, but. Oh!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you might as well
That's
call him
carnival rim.
the Alabama Crimson Tide.
And that's why I play golf and not basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call this, they call this the Bennett Special back on the playground. And you're about to see why.
Been the Bennett Special 1 out of 2.
It's in the old corner 3. Get Warrensburg on their feet.
I'd have to cream out to the car. Too bad I don't play like you. Ouch. For the dagger, shout out to my favorite Mormon, Jimmer Fredette.
This is just a shout out to all my Baptist friends. Got another try at it though.
Yeah, that's PIG. Well, came in as an underdog, according to some. Got the job done. Maybe a little controversy there with some camera, you know. But second chances are good. I took advantage of it and made the most of it. Got the W.
Yeah, I think I just came out here on short notice. Really been struggling with the knee injury. So obviously, short notice, knee injury. I don't think I had my best stuff today. But I will be back. I have no doubt about that. Drew definitely did get a pretty fortunate break early on that we don't have to talk about. But like I said, I'm just confident I'll be back. Confident in the end I will prevail. But today Drew got it done.
Eaton Tiefenbrunn, Volume 2, probably going to be out soon.
Absolutely.
Be ready for it.
Look for it. It's coming soon.
Now that was a fun matchup. Now the real question is, do you think I could have beat those guys in a game of Pig?
Not a chance.
Ugh, ouch. No faith in my basketball ability. I'll try to recover from that burn during the next commercial break. See you in just a minute.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in live studio remote will enhance your knowledge in multi-camera studio shows as well as multi-camera live event productions. Our professors bring real-world experience into the classroom, and students can showcase their work through different media outlets including live streaming, UCMC-TV, and digitalberg.com. For more information on this or other concentrations, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
A degree in digital media production with an emphasis in digital cinema will prepare you for all aspects of film production such as screenwriting, editing, cinematography, and motion graphics. Our faculty members bring real-world experience to the classroom, and students can showcase their work in film festivals, UCMC-TV, and digitalberg.com. For more information on this or other concentrations within the digital media production program, please visit ucmo.edu/DMP.
Just like in the past episodes, we'll be making our picks for 5 different games that will be taking place after the taping of this show. The rest of the crew will also be making their picks behind the scenes, and we'll see how all of them did in the next episode. The first game takes us to the MLB as the San Francisco Giants take on the Seattle Mariners. Who wins this one?
I got San Fran, and the only reason I'm taking that is because I'm from California. I've been a Giants fan for my entire life, and I got to stay loyal.
Well, you know what? I think I'm going to go with the Mariners. I've always been a big King Griffey Jr. fan, Ichiro Suzuki, so I don't think you can really go wrong with the Mariners.
In the NBA, it's a battle for Los Angeles as the Clippers host the Lakers this Sunday. Who's your pick?
Honestly, I think I got to go with the Clippers because the Lakers are dealing with a lot of injury issues, and I think with the way it's been going lately, I think the Clippers are going to take it in the bag.
I went with the Lakers, and I'm taking that just because I'm loyal to the Lakers. I'm a big LeBron fan. Always have been. Always sticking with him. He can carry a team no matter how many injuries or whatever's going on. I got my loyalty on him.
Now, this might be a sport we know a little less than others, but in the NHL, the Arizona Coyotes go up against the Anaheim Ducks. Which team do you think comes out on top?
I took the Coyotes, and I think that's just because they have a better offense than Anaheim. However, they have 2 goalies out right now, so that could be a little interesting to change the game up. So I think it's really going to be a heavy offensive game, but I got the Coyotes.
I think I got the Coyotes as well. I think both teams are kind of in an injury situation right now, so I think, it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's whatever one you want to go with, but I think I got to go with the Coyotes.
In the men's college basketball bracket, number 1 takes on number 2 as Baylor University Bears play the University of Houston Cougars. Who moves on to the championship game?
With the way that this NCAA game has been going, or this NCAA tournament rather, a lot of the underdogs have been coming in. So you know what? I am taking the Houston Cougars because they've been playing really well with each other. Their energy has been unmatched throughout this entire tournament. And I think, honestly, you can't go wrong with the Houston Cougars.
That's fair with how many upsets there's been, but I'm going Sikkim Bears. They had a huge win against Nova, who's granted 5 seed, but they're a solid team, and against Arkansas 3 seed. And Houston has kind of gotten by the skin of their teeth. I mean, they beat a 10 seed Rutgers by 3 points, and they barely beat Oregon 67-61. So I'm going Bears.
Fair enough. In the women's tournament, there's a clash of number 1 seeds at Stanford and South Carolina go toe-to-toe. Who makes it out of the Final Four and into the national championship?
I'm going South Carolina. They had a big win against Georgia Tech, and they destroyed Texas 62-34, which is a good basketball team. And Stanford actually just kind of had a small win against Louisville. I mean, it was a big score difference, but they only had 30 points in the 4th quarter. So going into the 3rd, they weren't leading by much at all. So I think they just kind of got lucky.
Yeah.
So I'm going South Carolina.
I've got to agree with you. I think that SEC basketball, especially in the women's division, has been on top of its game for so long. So I think you can't really go wrong with going with an SEC women's basketball team. So South Carolina.
Play along with us and make your own picks for these games and see how you stacked up against us and the rest of our crew in our next episode. That's all the time we have today. Thanks for watching the Sports Quarter. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.